Hello, Andrew, I'm Don Head. I am so happy you enjoyed the Video World Time Forum. The videos produce that sense of euphoria in the brain when something in the environment is processed which is new, exciting, critical, and must be remembered. This photo, of myself, was taken 12 years ago when I first purchased my retirement home. I was 73 years old at the time, and I'm 85 now, and much the worse for wear and tear. In May 2022, I started planning to clone myself and publish my plans on Medium, a platform for writers. At this point in time, I have been in written correspondence with Sender Spike, a fellow writer, who writes on many of the same themes I do. As I was drafting a reply to Sender Spike, I received this message in my email. Dear Donald. Have you ever been looking through a box of old family photos and wished that they could just talk to you? Well, there is some new technology that can nearly make that happen. Billion Graves' partner, MyHeritage, has developed a way that you can take a photo of your ancestor and turn it into a video. Prepare to be astonished as their lips move, their eyes blink, and your own ancestor takes storytelling to the next level. Learn more in Billion Graves' blog post, Ancestor Photos That Can Talk. Most of Sender's objections centered on the ancient question of tabula rasa. The clone would not really be me, but more like an identical twin. My point is, that is the exact same position I was in when I was born. I had no idea who I was to become. Which of these versions of myself is the real me? Is it the baby? The government scientist? The old man in a wheelchair? Cloning myself. Step 1, the easy part. Hermetically seal my DNA inside of amber. It's so easy, even a mosquito could do it. Should be good for at least 1 million years and more likely 40 to 60 million years. I am going to predict that DNA incurred in amber or similar material will become the next big thing and may even replace money and/or digital currency as a store of value. If so, I may be waiting for Elon Musk on Mars with a full menagerie, to greet him. Step 2, the hard part. Finding someone in the future who I can trust to clone me when the conditions are right and provide for my care and education for 21 years. You have to ask yourself, if I could resurrect some other living organism that I deeply cared for, like a mother, father, sister, brother, would I? Why, would someone, say, 1,000 years from now be motivated to bring back a clone from ancient times? It would help to have a good provenance, well documented. Consider using a robotic egg to perform the cloning. Could help us jump over a mass extinction event and start again, a little wiser, perhaps. More on taking select flora and fauna with us across the Great Divide on the next paper. Step 3, create and fund a legal entity to execute the plan and provide security for intellectual property and staff, the Head Family Office. Done. Think about that for a minute. All I need to do in order to transmit the complete physical blueprint of my body into any point in the future is the same thing that nature has been doing for millions, billions of years. The cost is nothing, nada, zip. Energy requirement for millions of years of storage. Nothing. Along with that blueprint, I could also encode the complete knowledge bank of my personal history, and the complete knowledge of the universe as known at this time. Step 2 is tough. As things stand now, I need something in the future to carry out the instructions to bring me back to life. I strongly suspect that is what the Egyptians, and other civilizations who built pyramids had in mind. Something that could last through the eons, could easily be found by future generations, provide a lure with the promise of great fortune and wisdom. Did it work? How would we know? Was it expensive? Not really. It provided work for the populace during months when there was very little to do, and as we all know, not much good comes out of idle minds and hands. Larry Maurer was 100 years old when I visited him 12 years ago. I think he passed away at 104. In any event, you get my drift here. If I can do it using my own resources, then you can be sure it has, and is being done by others covertly. I am attempting to keep my government updated on my activities. I fully understand that all of this has Dr. Frankenstein written all over it, and any scientist who is associated with it, almost certainly would face harsh criticism within the professional community. Not a problem for me as I am already retired and marginalized, thankfully. I am seriously attempting to launch a forum on establishing some clarity on the nature of time. I intend to defend the position that time is a product of the human imagination. I would be honored if you and other scientists would participate. Craig Callender, Professor of Philosophy, CO Director, Institute for Practical Ethics, UC San Diego. Contact. Email, calendar@ucsd.edu. Address, Department of Philosophy, Arts and Humanities Building, UC San Diego. 9500 Gilman Drive, La Jolla, CA 920930119. Phone, 858-822-4911.